Hi, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry if I just look like a floating head. I've kind of got a weird camera setup here, but today I am going to do my bookshelf tour. So I'll probably change the camera angle in a little bit. I don't really know how I'm gonna do this, but I just want to show you all my books. I've seen a few other people do this video and it's just so interesting to see other people's book collections and what their favorites are that they pick out or what they want to read. And I'm also going to do a little mini haul in this video because I did get some new books, so I'll make sure to point those out. And I have this shelf behind me, and then we'll do a quick tour of my other bookshelf that's on the other side of my room. And who knows, there might be a third bookshelf in my future. It's, as you can see behind me, it's really messy and disorganized. And there's just, it's overflowing. I don't really have any more room, which is a little worrying to me. So I might have to get real creative with my book storage. But I guess we'll just jump right in. Might have to do some weird maneuvers here, but this is the first shelf of my bookshelf. All of these books here are school books, and then the ones up top here are ones on my TBR, and I'm really excited to read all of these. So I don't know if you can see them, but there's Act Your Age, Eve Brown is one that I'm excited to read. The Hating Game, Dubliners by James Joyce I'm excited to get into, and Beloved by Toni Morrison. I guess some of my other favorites from the shelf would be Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. That was a great book. And there are a couple others in here that were good. The Invention of Hugo Cabaret was awesome. A Complicated Kindness was also really good, by Miriam Taves, and that was one of my school books. And then this is my second shelf. And all of these again are ones on my TBR that I want to read. Well, actually these three I've read before, but I want to reread them because they're really good. But these ones are some of the ones that I most recently got, so I guess I'll pull a few out to show you. The first one that I got is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I believe she wrote The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and this is her new release for this year, I believe, so I'm really excited to check this one out. And then the next one from my most recent haul is The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley, and like this cover is just insanely beautiful. And I've heard only good things about this, so I'm really excited to pick this one up at some point. It's a pretty big one. I wonder how many pages it is. Wow, almost 500 pages, so yes. But it is a YA, so I think it'll be a little quicker to get through. And then the next three books that I got in my haul were On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong, My Sister the Serial Killer, and I'm sorry for butchering this pronunciation, by Oyin Ken Brathwaite. I'm so sorry about that. But this looks really interesting. I'm really excited to read this one. And then also I have Freshwater by Akwege Emezi. Hopefully I pronounced their name right. And I read one of their other books. Oh my gosh, what's it called? It should be on the shelf. Oh yes, The Death of Vivek OG, which was really good. I'm pretty sure I rated it a 5-star, so I'm super excited to check this one out. And then two that were in this haul that are not on my shelf because I'm currently reading them. Okay, so I went and grabbed them off of my nightstand, and the one, I'm almost finished it, Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, and Five Little Indians by Michelle Good. And these are my, well, currently reading this one. This one's gonna be next. And then some of my favorites that I have read from this shelf would be The Skin They're In by Desmond Cole, which is nonfiction. Normal People by Sally Rooney. I feel like everybody raves about that book. Empire of Wild by Sherry DeMilleen was so good. I wrote an essay on that book, I'm pretty sure. Even though it wasn't a school book, but it was so good that I like made it into like, you know, something that I use in school. Moon of the Crusted Snow is really good. Again, The Marrow Thieves by Sherry DeMilleen, another one of hers, which was for school, but I loved it so much. And Medicine Walk by Richard Wagamese was fantastic. This is kind of awkward to film because it's right on the floor. But all of these books up on top I've read. Although actually I've read all of the ones the ones down here too. These are all my most recent reads up here. Some standouts are Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. The Midnight Library and The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue were also really good. And I don't want to give too much away for my June reading wrap-up, but I also loved Take a Hint, Danny Brown, which are just kind of stacked in here because they don't fit anywhere else. And then some of my other favorites from this shelf are the Trickster trilogy by Eden Robinson. There are a couple here, and the most recent one there. My Dark Vanessa was pretty good. I did like a whole review on that a few months ago in one of my reading wrap-ups. The Great Gatsby was decent too. And not a whole... Oh, Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas I loved. And Girl, Woman, Other was also really great. A bit of a longer read, but definitely worth it. And yeah, I think that's it for this bookshelf. And now I'm gonna switch it over to my second bookshelf. Welcome to bookshelf number 2. This is like super awkward, like angles to film and whatever. But yeah, this is my second bookshelf. It was actually a bookshelf that I got at Walmart for my house, like at school, for food storage. But then when I moved back home, obviously we didn't need it for that anymore, so I just painted it a nice green color. I don't know if it's that's showing up on screen, but it was a fun little project to do during quarantine. So I guess I will just get into it. And pretty much probably 99% of these are books that I had from school. But there are some really great ones in here. A couple, actually, I think these two are ones that I just finished. Pull one out. The House in the Cerulean Sea, which was fantastic. I'm definitely going to rave about it in my June reading wrap-up. This one, this is The Lonely Londoners by Sam Selvin, and this was a really interesting read. I think it was from my 20th century lit class. Some other great ones down here, Howard's End by Ian Forster. Oh, Carol Shields, Unless. That was a really great book, and it's set in Toronto too, which is fun, by a Canadian author. Rue by Kim Thuy. Hopefully I pronounced that right. A stunning book. Oh, definitely Green Grass Running Water by Thomas King is one of my favorites. and I won't pull them out, but there's a bunch of Miriam Toews books on here. Johnny Appleseed by Joshua Whitehead was so good, and I think that they are optioning it into some sort of TV series or web series. I'm not 100% sure, but it's really awesome. I think it won Canada Reads too, so that's great. On the bottom, I don't know if you can see that there's a bunch of textbooks and things that I won't bore you with. I have a little soft spot for this shelf just because I painted it and it was in my house at school, so it reminds me of being at university and with my roommates. But I really don't know how to decorate the top of it. I don't know, I've tried like a few things and I'm not really happy with it, so if anybody has ideas of what to do for the top, let me know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a nerd, but sometimes I just love to like sit in front of my bookshelves and just like look at my books and like, you know, take it all in. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if anybody would want to watch this, but I don't know. I just think it's really interesting to see what books other people have and what their favorites are. And yeah, stay tuned. Maybe I'll get another bookshelf at some point because yeah, I'm really running out of space here. And also, I feel like I've lent so many books out to people that if I ever got them back, I would have like no place to put them. And I hope to see you back for my June reading wrap up, and I might do that mid-year book tag because that's kind of fun to watch also. So yeah, anyways, bye!